Welcome back. In this video, we will cover the basics of editing in GarageBand for iPad. This step in our GarageBand series will be a little bit shorter, as we have broken up editing into two parts, basic and advanced. This video is the first half where we will cover editing and arranging of tracks and introduce a variety of effects. Let's get started. Here we are back in our project file from step 2. We've got a number of different instruments recorded, from drums to guitars to piano, and it's now time to start editing and arranging them. To start, I want to create a bit of structure and development in my track. To do this, I'm going to move some recorded tracks around to gradually fill out the sound. I want the drums to come in first, then the guitars, then the keys. By clicking and dragging the middle of the tracks, we can move their position along the timeline. If we need to add more length to our timeline to accommodate this, we can select the plus icon in the top right, then choose how many bars we want, or introduce whole other sections to our piece. These sections can be moved between by dragging along the timeline until it switches pages. Awesome. But we have a problem. Now some of the tracks don't overlap as they aren't long enough to fill up the space. Extending our tracks is easy, as we can simply tap on them, tap again, and then adjust the length with the handles on the end as needed. In this example, I want this one drum groove to transition smoothly into another, different drum groove. We can accomplish this through automation. Simply put, automation is the process of changing effects on a track as the playhead progresses in time. To activate automation, expand the track list, select a track you wish to apply automation to, then select automation. This will open a similar window to the MIDI editing window from the last video, whereby locking and unlocking the pencil in the top left of the screen will enable you to edit automation curves on tracks, which are these faint lines just shown here. This symbol on the track will illuminate yellow when automation is active on a track. To add automation points, make sure the pencil icon is set to unlocked. It should be red. Then tap anywhere on the line to add a point. These points can be dragged around to adjust the volume of the track at that position on the timeline. In more advanced software, such as Apple's Logic Pro, also available on the iPad for a subscription fee, this same automation feature can be configured to alter a number of effects as the track progresses. This is a little beyond the scope of our series. However, there are many great tutorials online that will guide you through more advanced automation techniques if you're interested. For now, let's make sure our two drum tracks are overlapping slightly. Then open the automation settings and create and drag automation points to have one track fade in as the other fades out. We can also apply these automation curves to the start and end of tracks to quickly but gently fade them in without any abrupt clicking noises. I'll do that now. Perfect. Now let's look at applying some basic effects to our track, starting with some reverb on our piano to make it sound a little bit more realistic and present in an actual space. In GarageBand, there are multiple ways to add an effect, depending on the instrument type. For the grand piano, we can select the track, then select the mixer icon at the top in the left of the screen, and then open track settings. Down near the bottom, under master effects, we can adjust the amount of echo or reverb to our liking. By pressing the tab heading, we can also change the specific type of echo, also known as delay or reverb. Heading to the track settings page, we can also press the plugins and EQ header to open some more extensive effects or plugins. We'll cover this in more depth in our next video, but for now, pressing the power icon will activate or deactivate the effect. Clicking on their names will open more settings corresponding to that effect type. By pressing the blue edit button, we can reorder our plugins with the tab on the right, or add totally new ones by pressing the green plus icon on the left of the none text. From here, GarageBand includes a number of great effect plugins, though you can also use others if you have them already installed. I'm going to apply some chorus effect on top of the reverb we already applied, where we can again further adjust the way this effect sounds. The final way we can apply effects is to select the FX icon in the top left. This will open a window at the bottom of the screen that shows a bunch of different remix effects, including a filter, tremolo, record scratch, and much more. These effects will be applied to the entire project, and by hitting record using these effects, we can save our changes as a separate FX track, situated at the bottom of our track list. This track can be activated or deactivated, and the file can be moved and manipulated just as any other audio or MIDI file. And there you have it. Our track is almost complete. The next video is a part 2 to this one, and we will cover the basics of balancing multiple tracks and the use of effects to create depth, width, and height in a layered mix of instruments. We'll see you there.